Focus a little. Good morning. Okay, it is another beautiful day in paradise. I don't know how to not start by saying that because life is fantastic. It is up to you to make it the way you want it to be. And then it is just the most incredible thing. So I've been calling this my best life. And that's kind of funny because I sort of took that off of the president's first lady, Melania Trump, because she's the one that was saying about your best life and be best. She started that social media campaign in their first series of being in the White House, right? Be best. So, yeah, best life for sure. And so I'm here because we really have to start having respectful conversations about difficult topics. And I know this is a hard thing that we have to figure out how to do. I'm a social studies teacher and an English teacher, and I came to Puerto Rico a few years ago to start writing books to help people figure out how to have their best life, because it's what we all deserve. So long story short, the books are simple instructions to figure it out. They are all based on a very values centered approach. It's research based. I've been trained in so much trauma responding teaching of how to handle big social problems and what people need to do to feel a sense of healing and a sense of focus after something major happened. That's back when I was teaching in Florida after high schools. So in a similar situation, in a bigger picture, I really believe that we are really experiencing trauma, and it's a betrayal trauma, because regardless of how you voted, it's campaign promises are being broken. So whichever side you were on last year when the voting went down, or whichever side you're on today, we're in a situation of upheaval, up and down and up and down. And the arts speak to that emotion. So I'm focusing here in my garden on arts and how to work through emotions so that you can have your best life. Someone's saying hi to me. I have to say hi. Awesome. Subscribe, follow along. No matter where you are in the world, we all have to figure this out. Okay. It's about being happy, but happy in life, but yeah, being stable in life. Can we just all agree that everybody being stable in life would be an awesome situation? Everybody's stable. And we have such a long way to get to that based on how many people there are that are struggling. But that sense of your own self being stable, able to think critically about situations, able to spend time creatively to rejuvenate yourself, and happy in life, good relationships, solid house that you can lock your door and not be afraid. So let me switch this around a little bit because I'm trying to keep it to the arts, but I'm trying to just explain this some because I'm an author. I was teaching high school social studies in English. I've written books, and I wrote a book last year about politics. It's called Betrayed by Trump, and that's a question. Inquiry. Teachers are trained on inquiry. If you begin to ask questions, you are beginning to find your answers. So is this a betrayal? How does that feel? And how do you feel when your friends are betrayed? I saw my friend falling in love with somebody that I knew was gonna hurt her. And that's this next video. I'm working on recutting this because it's not going away. So the arts help us process this. And in the morning, I'm here doing language arts, digital media, math, and culinary. So this is the time when I'm here in my magical garden working through these emotions myself personally and sharing my solution of figuring this out. Okay, so let me switch this around. Let's go back in the garden because I want to keep it focused on this channel. Okay, let's talk art. So enjoying the day. This is how this starts out. Let me switch this around. Hello again. Good morning. Back to this beginning part. The sun is up. The sky is blue. I'm coming to you from beautiful Kamui, Puerto Rico. These are my giant palm trees in the front. I've become obsessed with them. I love them. I want to figure out how they got here, how long they've been here. All kinds of questions come into mind. My trees, I'm now obsessed with my landscape, which is why I moved here. Thank you. Somebody's saying very pretty. Awesome. Thank you. I agree. It is spectacular. Please like and subscribe. Share this with your friends and family because I have something very special and very different here in my magical garden, Oasis de Artes. I love that name because it's a magical place. It doesn't really exist except in your imagination. And I want to talk about our imaginations and our perspectives and our points of view using art. So the perspective of shallow, like 2D, two-dimensional stuff that's very flat, two-dimensional, 2D, compared to 3D where it adds depth and perspective. 3D is deeper. This is the differences between perspectives. So a shallow perspective is just surface level. Oh, look, my plant is wilting. Oh, well, let's move on. That's very surface level. Where a much more detailed question would be like, oh no, I love this plant. I need to water it immediately. Get off the live stream and give this baby some water. Right? And so how are you going through life? Are you going through life on the whole la-di-da and the what and running from one thing to another? That's kind of fast. Yeah, let's call it fast. I don't mean to be judgmental. I'm trying to keep this non-judgmental in a safe space. It's fast. And what happens if you slow down and you really look at the details and you really kind of get focused in things and say, hey, wait a minute, that is so cool. Where did that come from? How did that get made? Let me touch it, right? Ooh, cool. So my point here, somebody from the Philippines, awesome. Beautiful. I would love to be to the Philippines. I haven't been there. I've been to Indonesia. I went to Java and Jakarta. I had to see Jakarta. I do big travel to strange places. Go figure. Other side of the world. And someone from India. Spectacular. You guys follow along, subscribe. I love having a global community here because we have global issues that I'm trying to help us figure out. Specifically, politics in the United States, because I can't seem to leave it alone. I'm a high school teacher that taught civics and government, English and critical thinking, and I just have to work on it. It's a project. It's a social studies test. So yeah, I have a test I'm doing over on my political channel, Betrayed by Trump Guide. I'm kind of cross promoting them here because I just can't leave that alone. But I'm trying to focus here on the arts. So the art side of politics, I've got a theme on this one today because it is all interrelated. Let me come walking in here, past my library where I have all my vintage books and collection of things that I'm working on. Some projects here, my nature space things. But yeah, this one. Okay. So for my Puerto Rican friends, here's some art as it relates to politics. I was at a party in Santurce, San Juan, the nights of the election. back a year and a half ago now. And this particular artist was having a bit of a show. They were having an artist party. He signed these. They are big stickers, and he wanted everybody to stick them all over the street. I, of course, did not. And so art and politics, yes, they mix together. They all have meaning. They all get people energized by things that are happening, by things they're trying to work through. And our history, our past is with us. Here's the Three Kings, for example, which I have admired for years. And I, by coincidence, move out here to Kamui, Puerto Rico. And the Three Kings are one of the town symbols and one of the major art pieces here in the city, in my little town. Actually, I was riding on the street yesterday, and someone has 3 camels with the kings on them. They're sculptures. They've been there a long time, out in their yard. And so I just totally smiled and totally fell in love one more time, because community and family and sticking together is just fantastic. And that takes respect, and it takes truth. So I'm kind of working through a betrayal over here in the garden, which is what arts do. They help people process things. I'm living my example. My daytimes, this language arts, digital media, fantastic math, which is all the nature things, and culinary in the mornings, and afternoons, visual arts, decorative arts, and showtime. This is going to be, I keep trying to get this into a palm tree. Got it started. So yeah, that's my morning check-in here. I'm trying just to say hello to everybody, inviting you out to Kamui, Puerto Rico. If you're traveling, come visit me. I'm a brand new tourism business. I was at the event yesterday, getting locked into the tourist scene. I have a 3-hour getaway experience like nothing else in the world. Trust me, it's totally different. All the details you can find on my website. Actually, the details down in the show notes, somewhere down in here. I'm working on this. Please visit me if you are local here in Puerto Rico. Especially come help visit me. I need help with my Spanish. Awesome. Somebody says my big heart. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to work to figure out how to make a better world. I think it starts with art. A little bit of color, a little bit of rhythm in your music. In fact, I'm going to turn up the beat. I'm hooked on bossa nova lately. So a note to my South American friends, bossa nova, and magic in my garden. It's a beautiful day. Hope you're enjoying yours, and I'll be back tomorrow morning or Tuesday nights at 7 if you want to talk politics. All right, I got to go. Bye. Thanks for coming over.